parent-teacher conference. These can only ever go well. I think every single parent-teacher conference that I ever had basically went the same way. I had so much potential, but was squandering it. I'm not sure there's a really type chart needed, but I had no vision for my future, and I still don't really, back when I was in high school, and if I told myself that I'd be where I am now, I'd probably go along with it. I see. So he's got no... Oh dear. His parents have no faith in him. They don't care what he does. Oh god, she would be a strict upholder of the law. Just, what, due to technicalities? Thinking of the future where people will be. Time flows fast, so that time will come much sooner than they realise. Now, deciding people's futures in a brief meeting, I'm not sure you can really pick an entire path for yourself that briefly, but actually having someone sit down with you and talk about what you want or what you even considered capable of doing would have been helpful if someone actually did that for me. I might not have had to spend a couple of years doing insurance brokering and all that if I had an actual path for myself. Like, considering we're getting a parent-teacher, how many we'll be seeing the president's father, and what about Kaguya's family? Game show host. Good joke. Ha ha ha. Would you vote for her? I wonder what her policies would be. A surrogate father. Talking bad about white cats. It took that much to sway her expression. Putting on a tough front. Yeah, my parents don't care for me, but... There it goes again. So nano. She's such a mother's girl. Look at her grab onto her. But compared to Kaguya, so distant from her family, this must seem like a dream. I don't get that. Play on words. Ugh. Not the kind of voice and face you want whispering in your ear. Well, you could say there's been not much progress. Really? Damn. Student marriage? Deciding things for himself immediately, okay? I suppose there would be quite a few people willing to buy some tickets to that show. I mean, why not? Might be a father in the future. Oh yeah, they're both Hayasaka, aren't they? Honorary mother. I wonder what the president would say if he heard that. Is that his actual job? Their job of just convincing people to go down certain paths. Having... Who would suggest a career consultant as their future? She's not wrong there. Could they have got it higher? Okay. Yep, no future. Fair. All kind of... I mean, he might need some more background and information to really come to a conclusion there. So much pressure being ladled on her. More than just a parent-teacher, parent-head-teacher conference. I see, really trying to get some prestige. It's a good education. I said something like that. I see. Don't have any regrets before you have to continue to uni. Throwing away the pretext of the whole war going on. He's actually got a bit of confidence in himself now because he realizes just how short of time they have left. Okay. I actually had to read that sentence twice, the virgin monster. Just make it natural, weave it into the conversation. I mean, if the school has a bad reputation, you'll fall on him. I mean, seemed a bit stiff, but yep, there was a... Mission failed. Are yeah, if only her mind worked at the time and not realizing posthumously. Turned him down. Oh. Ah. Now she's got to make the move and do something about it. How worrisome. Yeah. That probably is the easiest course of action. Really, Doraemon? I mean, yeah, he already tried once and was shot down. Yeah, he was truly devastated. Her calming technique. I remember that now. No. No, don't. I mean, she's trying so hard to make it seem natural. Does she have any blood left in the rest of her body? Ah, sweaty. Yeah. Wow. Really slick. Yeah, sometimes being a little obtuse in your words to make it open-ended really doesn't end well. I know that much. Someone please open the door. Oh, Ishigami. The Buddha himself has appeared. Oh no! Nope. Well, if they were thinking this was going to go well before, yeah, if you bury the body now, I don't think anyone will really notice. You know, don't do it. Was the whistle needed? And is it going to be a 1, 2, 3 blow? Sheikah's going to come here and ruin it further. Ah, yeah. Don't let her talk about anything else. I mean, having a shout conversation, he definitely seems okay. But maybe if she had a chaperone or something, then it would be okay. Opening the door ever so slightly there. Unfortunately, I can only feel there's going to be a punchline here. Perfect! No one will hit on Ishigami that way. God. Were they having an aneurysm? Well, Ishigami wins. It does look like a fun time. Can't say the last time I've had candy floss or cotton candy. Oh. Huh. Okay then. Why don't we get the present to help out with music? For the sake of guitars everywhere. How many times has she been in a near-death state due to his previous attempts? Some introspection. Thinking about himself. Definitely reasons she hasn't. Just ask directly about getting a bit close there. Yeah, that's not going to get misconstrued. When did she text it? Yeah, it can definitely be seen that way. And he's confessing to her as well. That's back and forth conversation going on there. I think Fujiwara really needs a permanent loading cursor. Some very silky tofu. So he was asking everyone about what they see. It was a little. I can think of for real reasons. I mean, she did raise that boy. It would be a little odd. However, he's managed to erode it over time, spending too much in someone's someone's presence. Is she trying to kill him? However, giving her the helpful shove forward into. Don't let her say it, it would come across wrong. Oh, okay. I mean, is there anything personally wrong with that? Seems fairly right. His personality and everything is fine, just not to her type. Oh, then what's the issue? Oh. Oh no, Griffith! She really does live in a fairy tale. And why was Ishigami there several times? Evil stepmother. Just let her have her delusion for a little longer. We'll actually just put in the effort. Oh no. It must be his looks. Did we need the 3 times replay? Now in slow motion. Now we have to have the only one who could end this murkiness. I don't think that's... Okay, go ahead. She likes to twist things to her own little narrative there. While he cowers in the corner in the fetal position. The only opinion that really matters to him. Despite being told he's fine as he is, the willingness to improve further. Quick, point out something. Anything. No matter how many times I hear it, I really do like this guitar. But, well, not guitar, but you know what I mean. Of all women everywhere. So she is the de facto leader of all females there. I mean, everyone's going to have a bit of a personal bias. Either positive or negative. The prince does exist. She went through a roller coaster just now. And like I said, it's fine to hold out hope for a dream, but sometimes head back to reality once in a while. But considering we now have... Well, we've now been told the cultural festival is the last point, the final frontier, as it were. What can we be expecting for the future episodes now when they actually have to talk about things properly? Slowly building up courage. It's now not just a full-on battle. You know, the fact that they've gotten to this stage now where they're so close. It's it's no longer any signs of affection as frowned upon. You can't let anything slip. It's just the full confession now. You know, spending time together, going on a date, doing all the usual things anyone in a relationship would do. Yeah, no, that's fine. As long as you don't actually acknowledge it, that's when it becomes an issue. Also with his father there, really trying to help his cause. Doing a lot in the background, I see. But with Kaguya's family being so distant, and the president's family, you know, his sister and father, not, and having no real kind of work relationship forcing them to pretend to care, it's a good alternative to really latch onto that if they're actually to start going out. You know, actually liking your partner's family isn't essential, but it can help. But seeing that side of Hayasaka as well, being so jolly and happy when her mummy came down. Mama. Well, considering her job and school life isn't going to plan, having the love of a mother there, yeah, I can see why she'd latch on to that. But if we do have the present thinking of going to Stanford, going abroad to study, putting that finite date of when this will maybe come to an end, what's going to happen? Are you really going to try and shove as much in as possible to get us to that point beforehand, or are things not going to work out well for him on that front? Maybe Stanford doesn't actually want him. And seeing their literal courage meter go down bar by bar, the fear of rejection is exceedingly high, even when you are fairly certain of the other person's feelings. And I would start to wonder how many invitations or anything I've completely blanked because I didn't quite understand it. But it would probably be 0. While I misunderstand pretty much everything, I don't think anyone's actually ever invited me to do anything. Let alone a slightly veiled date. So, if you want to wallow in despair a little bit, you can join me, or you can leave a like on the video, maybe even a comment onto how Kaguya is really helping or completely harming your view on relationships. But right now, it's still quite fun. Share with your friends and family. Maybe even subscribe to the channel. It actually really does help me out. But for once more, get yourself some rest. I can be your honorary father if you like, but don't expect me to turn up for any teacher conferences. See you in the next one. I can be your de facto papa if you really want me to, but right now, I need to thank the likes of Electric Ant, Noku, Raywind, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Shiwan, Matt, Skirly, Cardboard, Croyville, Ginterman, William Welch, Dark Shadow 7899, Mega 42, Jeremiah Tima, Finesse Kid, and everyone else, because they support me without really wanting anything in return. And I imagine that's pretty much what a good parent would do. But at the same time, I don't think a loving father or mother figure can really subject their child to some of the stuff that I've been forced to watch on this channel.